Welcome back to the final episode of the Ben Shapiro election special. Tonight, we dig into the left's despicable response to Kanye West's visit to the White House. Now, I'm no Kanye West fan. Like, really. I've never been a fan of rap, and when Kanye first came out for President Trump, I tweeted, quote, "Live by the Kanye, die by the Kanye." I also have a general rule when it comes to celebrities talking about politics. I don't care. Still, Kanye West has just as much legitimacy as any other celebrity in the political space. And the same people in the media who have held up Alyssa Milano as an authority on Supreme Court nominations are now savaging Kanye for having the temerity to wear a MAGA hat. Here's what Kanye had to say.
There was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman. That's my favorite superhero. And you made a Superman cape for me also as a guy that looks up to you, looks up to Ralph Lauren, looks up to American industry guys.
It's just delicious. But the media reacted with utter shock and horror. Here, for example, is the reaction of MSNBC's Ali Velshi and Stephanie Ruhle to Kanye's Oval Office appearance.
Wow. Okay, I'm doing this for everybody who's watching us who turned their volume down. You can put it back up again. That was
But if you think you're
bonkers.
going to get a thoughtful play-by-play and political analysis, you're not. Because that was an assault on our White House.
Jim Acosta of CNN was utterly appalled that Kanye cursed in the Oval Office, tweeting, quote, "Kanye just said mother bleeper in the Oval Office per White House pool." Members of the media are so angry about Kanye in the White House, they might also be angry if, say, Snoop Dogg went to the White House and smoked pot there. Oh, wait, he says he did, when Barack Obama was president.
When you went, was it a better experience, or were you like, oh man, I shouldn't have toked it up?
No, it was an awesome experience. It's one for the ages, and I can't wait for him to, come out of the office so we could talk about what really went down.
Or maybe the media might be upset if Jay-Z and Beyonce took over the Situation Room. Oh, wait, they did, when Barack Obama was president. Or maybe they'd be enraged if Common, a rapper whose lyrics have glorified terrorist Assata Shakur, went to the White House. Oh, wait, he did, when Barack Obama was president. Now, I'm pretty consistent on this. I don't like celebrity politics, no matter which side it comes from. But here's the truth. Folks in the media are only angry at Kanye. They are angry beyond belief that West has bucked the Hollywood status quo. That status quo says that people in Hollywood are not allowed to be conservative, let alone Republican, let alone Trump supporters. If you voted for Trump in Hollywood, you are an outcast. You're seen as an emissary of evil. And if you are a black celebrity who backs Trump, that's even worse. Then you're basically Satan. Kanye checks the boxes on both counts. He's one of the biggest celebrities on planet Earth, and he's a black man. That means he's a traitor to both his race and to his industry, according to the media. How else can we explain the level of absolute vicious outrage from the left over Kanye's willingness to reach out to Trump, who, by the way, has already reached back out to Kanye by pardoning Alice Marie Johnson, and now wants to reach out even more with criminal justice reform? Just listen to former Democratic National Committee Chairwoman Donna Brazile, who tweeted that Kanye had set black Americans back 155 years, all the way back to 1863, when slavery was still in force. Yes, a black man visiting the White House to express his own perspective somehow set blacks all the way back to slavery. What a disgusting, nasty, vile comment, and it gets even worse. Here is objective CNN host Don Lemon invoking Kanye's dead mom in order to shame him.
This was an embarrassment. Kanye's mother is rolling over in her grave.
Just gross. Or check out this panel from CNN, in which several contributors slam Kanye as mentally ill and ignorant, and Don Lemon laughed along.
Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read. And we have this now, and now Donald Trump is going to use it and pervert it, and he's going to have somebody who can stand with him and take pictures.
That right there, that's called blatant racism. Kanye isn't legitimately black because of his viewpoint, apparently. He's obviously crazy, too. This is identity politics at its finest. Kanye can't think differently because Kanye is of a particular race. All of this fits into a broader view, held by many on the left, that America is now divided between white folks and minority folks. and that minority folks believe woke social justice warrior dogma. In fact, if they don't, they're race traitors. There's only one problem for the left. That is simply not true. A new study titled Hidden Tribes from 4 academics investigated how Americans feel about political correctness. And the study found that Americans hate political correctness, regardless of age, race, or income. Americans are not interested in the left's brand of groupthink. Fully 80% of Americans believe political correctness is a problem, including 82% of Asians, 87% of Hispanics, 88% of Native Americans, and 3/4 of Black Americans. In fact, the only group of people who still believe in political correctness are far-left progressives. And, hilariously, as the study suggests, those progressives are disproportionately white and rich. Leftists want to tell everybody else what to think, but Americans think for themselves. Kanye West says he freed his mind of what he calls self-victimization. He's urged people to think for themselves. He should certainly be applauded for that. Those who aren't applauding, the people who say Kanye West should be torn apart for acting like an individual rather than collapsing to the tyranny of intersectionality, they're just demonstrating how intolerant they are. And here's the problem for Democrats and their media allies. More and more Americans know it. Americans of all colors agree that the politically correct identity politics of the left, those politics are purely toxic. No wonder the left is so scared of Kanye and so scared of anyone who thinks outside the box.